strings. Just to remind us, the open strings are E, A, D, and G, right? So we're in the key of G. Because we have a small board here and I'm lazy, I only wrote out the A section and the B section as they are. But the structure, the overall structure of the tune is A, B, A. So you do A, you do A again, then you play the B section, and then you go back for a final A. Just be forewarned, there's lots of variations of rhythm changes. This is not by any means the correct one. It's just a very simple one for you guys to start with. Also, I'm just going to remind you that what I wrote here are actually, it's not really the chords changing, it's more that we're staying on a 5 chord for this measure and we're playing its fifth, but it's just another bunch of numbers I didn't want to throw at you. But we went over that, so hopefully you remember this even when you watch the video. So again, this is not totally how everyone will always play it, there's lots of different variations. But now I'm going to play it on the bass, I'm going to remind you where our notes are. So we have our G, that's our 1. I'm going to go up the scale. A is 2, B is 3, C is 4, D is open, it's our 5. 1, 5, 1. We talked about that, beginning of the week. 1, 5, 1. 5, 6 is E, 7 is F sharp, and then our open G, okay? So then I figured out that 1 and 6, if I'm going up the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we talked about how 1, if I use my second finger, especially on 1, 3 is right there, physically ready to go. Okay? 1, 3. Is the light working for you guys? Is that all right? Okay. So 1 and 3. And remember how we said 1 and 6 is the same relationship as 1 and 3. It's just you're skipping a string. Okay? So right off the bat, the hardest thing I got to deal with is just negotiate my 1 to 6. If I do it this way. 1, 6. 2 and 5. Brush my hair and come back and that. Okay. 1, 6, 2, 5. 1, 6, 2, 5. How about 1 up here, 6 here, 2, 5. 1 up here, 6 up here, 2, 5. And then Stephanie wisely said, hey, how about 1, 6, 2, 5. This is when you need to make a cell phone call to go and do it in the A section. Okay, so that's 1, 6. But Carlson said, that's a big leap. It's kind of weird. It doesn't have much shape to it because we really are diving so far away. It's not wrong. There's nothing wrong that we can use. We can often use those moments to kind of correct where you need to be if you need to get down lower for something. So I'm gonna do this progression all together. Let me just go over the B section real quick. The way we did this was we did the 3 chord in the key of G was our B chord. We're doing a B7 chord, or a B dominant 7th is what they also call it. So what we did today was we went root 5th for each of these chords. So we played the root of this chord, which is a B in this case, and then we played F sharp, which is its 5th. We did that root 5th, and we went to this E chord and went root 5th, and we did the A chord, 5th, root 5th, and the 5 chord, 1, 5, 1, 5. Okay? So I'm going to play this, not too fast. 1, 2, here I go. Here comes the climb. Again, here's my 3, so it's right there. Nice and easy, right? Do my half step. And then I got my 5. Repeat the A. 6, 2, 5, right here, let's climb to 3, to 4, start 4, 5. I'll explain what I just did there. So now I'm on the 3 chord, right? I'm doing root 5th here. Here's my 6 chord. Remember that whole step relationship between root 5th. I could be doing this, really, it's the same thing, right? I'm just pretending to fret that note, okay? Right? So it's the same relationship. One more A. 1, 6, 2, explain what I did to go into the B section, if you still got time on your iPhones there.
Yeah.
Bum, dum, bum, 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 bum. I just did a little chromatic, like I went to the 2, and I went 2, sharp 2, 3. I just wanted to do something to get me up there. You could also go bum, 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 right up the scale if you want. But as long as I hit a downbeat at that moment. Since you guys are filming, and we may not get time to do this, I just want to show you what can be done here. I can take this skeleton of 1, 6, 2, 5. I was just doing half notes. I can start putting notes in between. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a run through the A section, at least the top line, with chromatic approach notes. You'll see what I mean in a second. So I'm going to go 1, but I'm going to go. I'm shooting from basically a half step above the target note. So there's 6, here's going down to 2, going down to 5, going back to 1. I'm going to speed it up so you hear it. It has a cool sound, right? Now that's just chromatic approach. I could also go. There's all kinds of different ways of going. This is sticking more to the scale. Like I'm just thinking about the notes of the scale. And I'm not doing anything fancy outside that. I can mix it up. I can go chromatically down like this, and then up. Then maybe chromatic there, and from below, and then. So all I'm doing is, again, the principle there. This is something you can kind of study on your own over the remaining year. It's just that this is where you're going. You know where you're going. You've got some time to take a little side path. Maybe jump onto the rock that's a half step above the sky before you jump down into the path. Or jump into the stream a half step below and then jump back onto the path. Okay? You just, as long as you know where you're going, you can approach it from another note. And it provides that sense of shape, of scalar shape. Especially with this progression. Because